Hey there, it's Paul Chapman. I hope you're very well indeed. Just wanted to talk again today about strategy and tactics, which, I know, boring old Paul, I get all that sort of stuff, but it's still the thing we see. It's still when I'm going out into businesses, when I'm kind of sitting down with the teams and the boards of directors across companies, they are still getting really confused between the two and kind of what and how it works and how they fit together, and I think lots of people think that they are doing one when they're actually doing the other, and quite often in kind of the worst case scenario, people are just doing tactics, people are just doing the stuff without having any kind of driver behind it. And I was reading a book over the weekend. It's a book I've read ages ago, but I kind of, long story, I saw a quote from it from something else, so I thought I'd go and dig it out, and it's this. The Art of War, Sun Tzu, and it's not a business book. I don't know what book it is really. I mean, I believe it's sort of an ancient Chinese manual on kind of how to fight. But it's a really, really interesting book, and it's massively well worth a read. And there's a little quote in there that kind of, this is the kind of the quote I saw, that kind of it slaps you back in the face, and it talks about that how strategy without tactics is the slowest walk to victory, but tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. And that just kind of hit me in the face, because that's really what we've got here, that, if you're not doing anything, you've got no tactics, well, kind of victory just takes forever. So, in a business sense, if you've just got a great plan and no action, you're going to be screwed. But kind of the worst case scenario, that is that, if you've just got a load of actions but no plan, well, you're only ever going to lose, because you're just going to do stuff. You're just going to fire off in different directions. You're going to do some Facebook ads. You're going to do some blogging. You're going to have someone, I don't know, manage your socials for you, whatever it is. And this is why it's so important that you've got to think about it as a plan first. And again, so many businesses I see, I got to say, well, look, what's the plan? What are we trying to work towards here? Because you get, as a marketing guy, you get called in for all sorts of kind of different kind of situations, all kind of different sort of aspects of a business. And it always comes back to, if you simply don't have a proper plan, you don't know what you're doing today, tomorrow, you don't know what your team is doing, you don't know what you're working towards, then you can't ever have the tactics, because you never know what are the right things to have to make that plan happen. So you do what most people do, they kind of binge market. They kind of throw stuff up there and they'll race into something, they'll hear about, LinkedIn ads, and they'll fire down that line, but without thinking, well, okay, is it right for the people that we want? Is this the right way to get our message across? Are the right people seeing it? And kind of none of that kind of thought process is there behind it, and people simply end up in the doing, and they end up in the noise of tactics, not the clarity of strategy. And I think, with where we are now, halfway through the year, more than ever before, you guys, you've got to have that plan, because most of the people I'm speaking to are not on their half-yearly markers. They're halfway through this year that in January they were so excited about. They're halfway through it, but they're actually nowhere near where they need to be. Now, the good news is there is still loads of time to do stuff. People turn around businesses in months or whatever, but, if you are not where you want to be, and if you simply don't have any idea how to go about it, then look, maybe we should have a chat, because, the clarity that a strategy brings, not just in terms of action, but in kind of headspace as well, is something that, embarrassingly, I did without it for too long, and it caused me stress and pain, and it properly hits your bottom line. Whereas with a proper set of actions, a proper set of steps, you make the most amazing stuff happen, and you can, importantly, then you're taking any kind of future decisions based on facts, not hunches. You're not kind of guessing. You're thinking, well, this has worked to here, that hasn't, what's next? And, it was reading that book, and I thought I'd jump on video and just kind of share my thoughts with you, really. But it's well worth a read. There are different versions of it. I think this is like an abridged version, because I had to dig this out the other day, but there is, other one. But anyway, well worth a look. But the simple message here is, if you haven't got a plan and you're just executing tactics, it's a really, really slow way to get you want to get to. But if you are doing the tactics without a plan, well, look, you're simply never going to get there, because you're just going to keep firing money and firing noise into the wind. I hope that's useful. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.